Saturday is here with us, and I'm sure you're looking forward to the final later this evening at the Chan. Ghana are going to be playing Libya. It's going to be the second time we'll be playing them in this tournament. We played them in the group stages. We also played them in the final, for those of you historians, in 1982 when they hosted the African Cup of Nations. In the final, Ghana defeating Libya 7-6 on penalties after the game ended 2-0. This morning, we are going to be building up to the game and, of course, look at the chances of the Black Stars, the local Black Stars, they call them. We're going to go into this game. Injury worries, suspensions. Kwame do say is not going to be available for selection as a result of his red card. We'll look at the chances of the local Chan team when we come back from this break. Sports review, and I'm sure you're looking forward to the final later this evening. Like I said, it's Ghana versus Libya, and the final. My guests are in the studio. We're going to be building up to the chances of the local Black Stars in this game, and of course, speak to our correspondent in South Africa to give us the latest from the camp of the team. Uncle James is here together with our Parado guys. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Uncle James, let me start with you. I don't know how you felt when we defeated Nigeria on Wednesday.
Oh, yes, I was the most celebrated person in this world, in the world of sport, because on Joy Super Morning Show, I predicted, and I told people to read my lips, that the Ghana Black Stars...
So it was on radio. How could they have read your lips?
No, I'm talking of those in the studio. Yes, and I was dead accurate. That is me. I don't remember any prediction I've made that didn't come true.
And what did you say?
I said that Ghana Black Stars would beat the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this match, in today's match.
That was a very easy prediction to make.
I thought
maybe you'd have predicted that the game would have gone to extra time and then would have won on penalties.
Oh no, you see, at the end of the day, they said this team A wants to be lost. We don't go into the details unless people like you can go into the details. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Yes, when the news is being broadcast, it said that Ghana Blasters have moved into the finals. Nigeria will play the third place match. That's the news. Unless you want the details, then you can go into how it happened. So the most important thing was that the boys played according to what I perceived to perfection. You can ask those. I mean, I've been getting a lot of accolades all over. The people say that I'm a prophet. If I go into pastoral duties, I think I will get a lot of followers to follow me to my pastoral duties.
Well, that was just on the side. But let me get you in. We've made it to the final against all odds. When you look at our performances in this tournament, there have been those who have said that we have not really played that well. But game after game after game, we keep getting the results that have taken us to the final.
Yeah, Kwame, good morning once again. I think I must admit that the game against Nigeria was the first time that I did see the Chan team that played pretty well. That when the competition started, I wasn't particularly impressed with some of their performances, especially second half performances. But in that game against Nigeria, you realize that the coach did a lot of talking. Several things changed from the players, from the goalkeeper, the defenders, the middlemen to the front guys. Several things changed. So you realize that the players went into the match wanting to play, at least to go to that extra mile to prove everybody wrong. And eventually they were able to hold their fort against the Nigerians. Even with 10 men, we all saw how gallant they stood, because they realized that, well, that was the moment that they had to prove something to the rest of the world. And indeed, they were able to do it. I certainly have to give credit to them, especially to the head coach, because not many gave him that chance to lead this team to the finals, because some people criticized the choice of players that he did selected. But then at the end of it all, even if he does not win it, I think he has proven a good point to everybody that he knew what he was doing. That is why he decided to settle on this caliber of players that he took to the tournament.
Well, those were Paris' initial comments as far as the build up to the final is concerned. We're going to be bringing you the highlights of some of the games involving Team Ghana and how far they have come in this tournament. Uncle James, let me come back to you again. There were those who have said, like I posed to Opare earlier on, that if you look at the performances of Ghana in this tournament, it's not really been one that you would say, I mean, it's up there, but strangely, for one reason or the other, we seem to be going very far in the competition.
Yes, I'm pretty surprised because normally we don't start very well. but he won his first match, and then he did a lot of improvements in the game. I'm very, very happy with him. When he did that, the Wafu tournament in Kumasi, I was not impressed at all. The second team he also put up against Mali in Accra was also not impressive. So, in fact, I had to discuss with the physiotherapist, and he said, they are building an entirely new team. And I wasn't surprised at all when Marcel Konedu went for a bulk of an already made team, that is Kumasi Asante Kotoko, when he took 8 players from that team, which he is very familiar with, and then spiced it up with Adams from Iduana, Afu from Azakes, Atobra and co. So that at the end of the day, he had a full team, a standing team that played very well. And I was not surprised at all that they have progressed so far. But the most surprising thing was their match against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Because this is the team that came back from the dead against Morocco to win their match 4-3. So I think Maxwell has done very well, and I'm very, very impressed with his determination and also his resilience. Some of the boys wanted to be pulled out to be substituted, but he refused. He insisted that they should all continue to play. It is just like the ship captain telling the sailors, telling the crew members that you cannot abandon ship. We have to go to the high sea and come back, all of us intact. So Adam Singo wanted to be substituted, Akufo wanted to be substituted, or he ignored all of them. And I think the team played something very, very un-Ghanaian. That is the physical approach to the game. It was so physical that I was wondering, is it the Nigerian team in the white shirt or is it the Ghanaian team in the green shirt? I was wondering. And if you look at Kwame Duse's red card, it was a build-up. People seem not to think of that. They think of only the second yellow card. It was a build-up in the first 5 minutes when he pushed Cletus down. He was given a verbal warning. There was another verbal warning before the first yellow card, and then the second yellow card, and of course, the red card had to follow. But like Paris said, the resilience when they came down to 10 men was very beautiful. And I think so far so good. Steven Adams has had a very, very good tournament. He did well by saving that last-minute header and prevented Nigeria from scoring a late goal. So I think the team has done well so far.
Well, talking of the team doing very well, Parry, this argument has come up in recent days as to whether any of these CHAN players are good enough to be part of the team that will go to Brazil 2014. I don't know what you make of the performance of the Black Stars in this tournament so far, but do you share in those opinion?
Kwame, right from the beginning, I was one of those guys that felt that in this CHAN team, none of the players could play in the proper Black Star team for the Brazil tournament. But then as the games go on, I have sat back to really take a second look at some of the players, and I am beginning to realize that if we can give the opportunity to 2 or 3 of these players, I am not saying that when they get in, they should walk in straight into the first team. But if we can give opportunity to some of them, especially when we begin to play the friendly matches against the Montenegro, against Netherlands, we can give opportunity to say, I think Kwame do say we should not be bad, Nuru Sule should not be bad, and the goalkeeper, Steven Adams, should not be bad. And even if possible, Saka, if he's fit, if we can get them in, let them play a few of the friendly matches, even if it is 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then the coach will have a second and a better look at these players. Because I am beginning to believe that in our central defense, where probably we might not have Isaac Vosa because he's still struggling to get back to fitness, all of this central...
And John Boy has not been available quite that much either.
Yes, that is another problem. And then Jonathan Mensah only started playing actively recently. So it means that we will need somebody probably like a Nuru Sule or Enusin who was moved to the right, or Abiku, somebody to also begin to partner these players so that when the need comes that we will need somebody to step in, we will not go looking for somebody that we probably might not know, so that it will be a gradual issue. Getting the player in, letting the player understand that you did not just walk in to play in the first team, but then you also have to sit back, steady, then we walk into the games gradually. It will certainly help us, because if we don't take time and the World Cup time comes, then it means that we did not plan well. That is where the problem will begin to come. Because I also understand that Sumaila only just started training. Because he is also a central defender, which means that Kwesi Appiah really needs to have a second look at that central defense. Then we can have some options in there before the World Cup time comes.
Then we can have a second option before the World Cup time comes. Well, those are where some of our interviews are from the team come before this game. Let's have a listen to the players ahead of the game.
Going to be. What would you say about the support that you've received here in Bloemfontein and all that has been?
We have received a fantabulous support from this state. We are very happy for their support today. You can see they come in numbers to support us, and by God's grace, we did not let them down, and we give them the victory. So we are very happy for their support.
I feel great as a player and as a Ghanaian player as well. You know, going to this game, it was a very, very difficult game, and we also were one man down. The Nigerians are not bad side at all, but with the composure that we kept and the tactical discipline we managed to beat the victory. We were saying I was a central defender, but when the going was getting tough, I need to sacrifice to the number 2 position. As a player, you need to psych yourself up. You need to be ready for every battle. When I was asked to go to my regular position, I said no, something must happen in my life, and I'm not surprised I came out the man of the match.
We thank Almighty God. Coming into this game, people were saying Nigeria is a tough side and we can't go around them. But we thank God. In everything, when you put your trust in God, surely God is going to reward you. I've been saying this for a while, but it seems some of Ghanaians are not getting me. You see, footballer as a footballer, you need to have confidence. When I picked the ball, I knew I'm going to take Ghana to the final.
Well, so that was some of the players after that victory against Nigeria, and of course ahead of the final game against Libya later today. Let's have a listen to assistant coach Dauda Luchon after that game as well.
Don't be panicking at anything. You understand me? We prepared our team. We know what will happen. Just, of course, we didn't anticipate any red card. But once we have prepared the team, they are fit, they are strong mentally and physically. We didn't have any much problem. This is what we set out to do, and we've done it. We give thanks to God. It's no shaking. Where we've reached, we are moving higher and higher and higher, and we don't think Libya will stand in our way in any way. So it's victory all the way.
What would you say about Stephen Adams' performance today?
Marvelous.
That was our assistant coach, Dauda Luchon. The Minister of Youth and Sports is also in South Africa as we speak. We caught up with him after the game as well. Let's have a listen to the Minister.
I think it was a big challenge. We had many chances. They also had many chances. We couldn't score. They couldn't score. At a point, we were playing 10 against 11. But eventually, we managed to go to the penalties. And I want to thank the players for their commitment, and especially the goalkeeper. You could see that he was injured, but in spite of that, he was determined and he even saved the penalty. I want to thank the technical team for preparing them, because you know that penalties has always been one of our Achilles heels. But you could tell that this team is a team that has prepared properly for penalties. So preparation determines output. I keep on saying that. When you prepare properly, the output will show. And we're grateful to God for giving us this victory. I was more nervous when we were not making good use of our chances. I had an inner assurance that we will win. However, when the chances came and we were not making good use, I was nervous. I was throwing my legs, and people around me, I was kicking them all over the place. But at the end of the day, we've won. They should keep praying for us. At the end of the day, like today's game, the Nigerians played. We also played. They had many chances. They could have scored with any of those chances. We also had many chances. So what made the difference? It is God. God makes the difference. So the same God who has brought us this far, let's all pray and trust him, and he will see us through and will bring the...
he would see us through and will bring the cup. We caught up with the Nigerian coach, Stephen Keshi, also after the game, and this is what he had to say.
Good, except that we lost by penalties. We played against a very good side too. That's it.
Coach, as I said, you played very well. What do you think was the factor? What do you think went wrong for your team?
I don't think anything particularly went wrong, because even the last second of the game, we had the ball almost in the net, but somehow we couldn't score. So the boys, they gave everything that we wanted, just that we cannot put the ball behind the net.
You won last year's AFCON, and now you are the current coach on the continent. And I'm sure you were hoping to add this title to it. You couldn't. Are you disappointed?
No, not disappointed. Not at all. I'm happy that my boys, they get experience from this high level of football in Africa, which is good.
What's going to be the motivation?
But the guys that played, they played good too.
So finally, what's going to be the motivation going into your third place game against Zimbabwe?
Well, I think they know themselves that they need to go home with something, and they are not happy that they lost, because they want to be in the final. They want to win the cup, but sometimes it's not what you wish for yourself that you get. So,
sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and I'm sure that's the message Coach Stephen Keshi was trying to communicate ahead of their third place game. They are actually going to be playing the losers of the other semi-final clash that was played between it was Zimbabwe, who took on Libya. So Nigeria are going to be playing the Zimbabwe, and Ghana will be playing Libya later in the final. Uncle James, we are heading towards the final later today. What do we have to do to win the game?
No complacency. And they should not play to the gallery. They should use the same mentality like that the Luther said, physical strength.
Uncle James, hold your fire there. I understand my colleague in South Africa, Benedict, who has joined us on the line, and we're going to be going straight to him to tell us the latest from South Africa. Benedict, Sawubona. Hello? Hello, Benedict.
Yeah, Kwame.
I was only greeting you. I said Sawubona.
Kwame, come again.
That was just by the by. Benedict, can you hear me?
Hello, Kwame.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I think it's okay now.
Well, I was only greeting you. I said Sawubona. That was just by the by. Well, have you been able to make it to Cape Town now?
Yes, Kwame, I'm in Cape Town now.
And can you give us the latest from South Africa ahead of the final?
We arrived here in Cape Town last night. That was around 12 o'clock. This morning, we were just walking around, patrolling the town of Cape Town to see what exactly is going on ahead of the big game this evening. It's now 9:52 here exactly, just 8 minutes to 10. And I'm sure it's just about 8 in Ghana because of the 2 hours difference. It's just a calm atmosphere. Just that everything is going on. We are just about getting ready to the Black Stars camp. They currently are in Cape Town. They are in Cape Town Garden Court. That's where they are. Our hotel is a little bit far from them, but we are just going to get ready and go there to see what's happening. But it's a calm atmosphere. When we got to the airport, we realized some Ghanaians were there with flags and, they were singing, drumming. It was very, very interesting. I didn't even know what happened because I was thinking that it was very late, around 12 a.m., and that we're not going to see anybody at the airport. But when we got there, we saw some Ghanaians who are living here with Ghana flags, and, as soon as they saw us, they all came and they were like, oh, you guys are from Ghana and you're here. And, it was fun. Even yesterday when we were coming from Bloemfontein, we were on the same flight with some South Africans who actually were flying from Bloemfontein to come here and support this team. So I think it's going to be very interesting atmosphere today at the stadium. And we all can't wait to see what will happen. Definitely, we are hoping that the local Black Stars will bring the trophy home.
From what we have seen of television, the locals have been supporting the Black Stars a lot in their game. Are we likely to get their support today?
It will even be more than what you've seen on TV, Kwame. The South Africans are so fun of Ghana. I asked them, why all these supports? And we're like, we know Ghana very well. In 2010, remember what Ghana came to South Africa this day. Ghana was the only team the only African team that nearly got into the semi-finals of the World Cup, something that no African team has ever done before. So, even aside that, even this particular team, what they also told me is that when this team came here, their first game wasn't that impressive. They won by a goal to nil. Second game they drew. Their last game in the group stages, they won that game by another 1 goal. And the team, what they talk about the team is that every match seems to be improving. And that's something that they really like. And that's something that, is very laudable and commendable. That's why they keep coming to the stadium. Because for a team to come into a tournament like this and score 4 goals and reach the stage that they are, it's very, very impressive. Nigeria came, they scored as many as 13 goals or so, but they are out. Almost all the teams that came here that scored highest numbers of goals are all out. But this is a team that has been here for all throughout the tournament, and they just scored 4 goals, and they are in the finals. So it's something amazing and something that the South Africans actually get. All that they say is they only take a team like Ghana to score only 4 goals and reach the finals of the competition. So it's based on all these factors. That's why they are so much into the team, and that they always want to see where the team is going. And even one more thing about, Ghana became the only team that stayed at one particular place throughout the tournament in Bloemfontein. All the teams, they either travel from Polokwane or from Cape Town to Bloemfontein, or from Bloemfontein to Polokwane or Cape Town. But Ghana throughout the tournament, this is the first time we are moving from Bloemfontein. Throughout the 3 weeks, always been in Bloemfontein, and because of the final we are playing here. So if we had played the final in Bloemfontein, that means that Ghana would have stayed throughout the tournament in Bloemfontein. So especially those in Bloemfontein yesterday, lots of them traveled from there by road and by air. Those that are coming by train are coming all to come see the local Black Stars. So the support coming will be massive, and definitely I'm not expecting to see not less than 40,000 people at the stadium today. I know the Cape Town Stadium is about 45,000 or so, or 55,000 thereabouts. So I'm sure that today we'll get a lot more supporters to come into the stadium to support the local Black Stars to win the trophy.
Benedict, you said that we have been based in Bloemfontein for almost all our games. Now we have to travel to play at the new stadium. Do you think that the state of the pitch, especially, would have any effect on how we play, because we are used to playing on one particular pitch?
Yeah, precisely. This is the same question I put to, I remember Stephen Keshi and also the DR Congo coach. They had not played in Bloemfontein, the Free State Stadium before. So when they came there, I put the same question to them that, Coach, you are coming here for the first time. Don't you think that playing here will be very difficult for you? It's the same thing that I also asked Maxwell Kennedy after a game against our last game we played, that's the semi-final game against Nigeria. I asked him that, Coach, we stayed throughout, we stayed here and played all our matches, and now we are moving to a different ground. And what he told me was that it's still the same Africa that we are playing the ball. It's still the same South Africa that we are playing the ball. The fact that we are not playing in Bloemfontein and now we are playing in Cape Town doesn't change anything. For them, they are professionals and they know how to go about their business. When we get there, they will play. So it doesn't matter where we are playing, but they would have loved for us to, continue to stay at Bloemfontein, because that place virtually has become our home. It's just like playing at the Accra Stadium or at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. But now they have no option than to move to a new stadium. So for them, they are okay with it. And I think that it wouldn't have much impact on the team's play. Yes, for the fans, because the fans, the Bloemfontein fans, they're always coming to the stadium to support them. So this time, but they're also coming here. So when it comes to the support, they wouldn't have a problem. And also the sort of play, I'm not sure it will be too much a problem, because these are players that even in their club, this week they play at home, next week they are out and they play elsewhere. So I think Kwame wouldn't have a bit of a problem on them at all. They are professionals and they know what to do.
What about the issue of money? We're hearing a few things about bonuses and all. Do you know whether it's been paid to the boys?
Kwame, money issue is not a problem. Don't talk about money. The boys are sorted. Now, where
they are sorted.
Money is not even a problem to them. They are not even talking about money. All that they are talking about is to win the trophy and take it back to Ghana. Money is not even an issue at all they are talking about. As for money, Kwame, I can confidently tell you that they are sorted.
What about Coach Maxwell Kunedu? He's on the verge of making history. From what you've seen and read in the newspapers and all that, do you think there is any pressure on him to win the final today?
Not at all, not at all. There is no pressure on Maxwell Kunedu. Maxwell Kunedu is one man that if I had not come to this tournament, I mean, he's something else. He's very calm. No matter what comes in, he's able to deal with the pressure. Our first game, when we played very poorly, we won. The second game, we played very well in the first half, but second half, it was very bad. You know, we asked him, Coach, so your new scoring rate, it was like, my people, just take your time, okay? We are here to qualify. If you only qualify, if you only go ahead, even if you score half a goal, and that will take us to where we want to get to, I'm okay. Maxwell Kunedu is not the type that he feels like maybe there is pressure on him. No, he's not that type. He's a very calm type. And I'm so fan of this man. I don't even know how to describe him. He's somebody that I think that he will be a very good coach in future for Ghana. Even if not for these Black Stars, maybe our Black Stars proper when Kusiapia is not there. I think Maxwell Kunedu stands a better chance of, succeeding. He's one man that I really respect a lot. And I've learned a lot of things from him. And I think that he's one man that Ghana should watch out. I know definitely Maxwell Kunedu will take us to a lot of places because for this particular tournament, he's done tremendously well. Just look at what he did in our last game against Nigeria. Mm-hmm. When we were down, when community say was red carded. For me, from just a normal fan or a spectator point of view, I was expecting to see Alfred Nelson come on because at that time we were playing with only one central defender. That was New Chile, and Abel Quinison was at right back. We all know Abel Quinison to play in central defense, but because of New Chile and Kwame say Abel Quinison was now playing at the right back. But you see what Maxwell Kunedu did. He rather brought on an attacker, that's Latif Mohamed, pulled Abel Quinison into his normal position, which is the central defense, to partner New Chile. So now what was happening was that we had a Delta Brown who was playing as number 7, dropping to number 2 for Abel Quinison to drop to central defense, and also like Mohamed to be helping Joshua Tijani as left back. And it was something else, and it worked to perfection. It was through that we were able to hold the Nigerians till the last minutes of the whistle and play the extra time and went into the penalties to win the tournament. So I think that Maxwell Kunedu, for me, he's done so well. If we say we'll talk about Maxwell Kunedu, maybe we'll take the whole program this morning and just talk about him. He's one man that, for me, we should really, really come in.
Finally,
that he will lead the team to win the trophy for the first time.
But Ben, let me ask you one final question. Have you heard anything from the Libyans?
The Libyans, they are not too much to talk about them. All that I know is that they are also here and they are really preparing. In matches of this nature, people, especially the coaches and the players, wouldn't want to talk much. All that they want to do is to play on the field of play. So for the Libyans, not too much to talk about them, but I know they also have an experienced coach, that's Heavy Clemente, who, when it comes to African football, he's really known. He was once the coach of Cameroon, now with Libya. So they have an experienced side, good players, but we played them before. We drew, if you remember, we drew the first game. But we have this history that any time we play against our opponents in the group stages and we meet them in the finals, we are unable to beat them. When especially we beat them in the group stages. I remember very well in Ethiopia 2001 or 2000 when Coach Atani and Stephen Edwards, Astela and Ibrahim Mazat, they went for the Africa Cup of Nations. I think it was the under-20 or under-17.
That's right.
We went there. I remember very well our first good game was against Angola, which we beat them. The final we met Angola and they defeated us. And even just this same time, the maiden one we played against DR Congo, they were in our group. The first game we defeated them by 3 goals to 0, but the final we lost out by 2 goals to 0. But this time we drew, and it was our second game. So the possibility that game will not happen again. is very, very high. And I'm hoping that this time Maxwell and the boys will be able to change that and at least go for the glory.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Siyabonga, my brother.
Yabo.
Thank you so much. That was my colleague and far away South Africa, Benedict Owusu, keeping us up to speed with the latest from there. Guys, Benedict has said a lot. He's given us a very, accurate picture of what is happening in South Africa. Maxwell Kunedu is on the verge of making history. He's a calm, collected coach. He doesn't seem to say much, but he has a lot of confidence in this team. Is that enough for a victory in the final today?
Yes, because the boys are already prepared for war. History is on our side. You remember in 1982, when we met them, it was also a score opening match, 2-2. Mm-hmm. Yes, when you had the CK Jemfi or Sam Dodu and Amfani taking that unprepared team, and then we still won. In the penalty shootout, it was a different ball game. We were scoring and the Libyans were losing. And there are some other similarities. We went to Libya in 82 with 3 very good goalkeepers. Joka, Owusu-Mensah, then John Baker. They were all in the national team. In this case, too, we have 3 very good goalkeepers. We have Folia Dadi, Azika Mwakun, who I'm sure is even better than Stephen Adams, although Stephen has had a very good tournament. And then we also have only 1 player from House of Folk in 82. Similarly, only 1. Is it 1 or 2? Sule Nuru. So there's some, I think history.
Resemblance.
Yes, there's a repetition of history. Nobody gave the 82 team a chance, and nobody too gave this 2014 team a chance. And the most important thing now is for us to let the boys know that the determination and zeal, you hear the minister himself, they used to play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. In the match, I think, is the final before the final. They should repeat that dose. And seeing Maxwell Kunedu and Dada Lutrod working together with a very good medical team, I think the boys are well shape. And if you look at what Maxwell did when Kwame was taking off, like Benedict said, he did very well. He just brought in Latif to push the Nigerians back, to stop their movement and to concentrate in the middle. The philosophy Maxwell uses an old philosophy of life. If you cannot bend the wind, you bend the sail. So if you cannot score against Nigeria, then you prevent them from scoring against you. That's exactly what they did, and I'm very, very happy that in the penalty shootout, those boys exhibited what their colleagues, even some of them did in 2009 in Egypt, converting the penalty kicks perfectly. Nigerians had the opportunity of carrying the day before the 128th minute, but they lost the chance. And like Simikesi said, you don't always get what you want. So I think the stage is set for Maxwell to make record and to inspire the Burger Black Stars. That's the main Black Stars. They are Burger Black Stars because majority, all of them are from Europe, to carry the day. If this cup is brought into the country, it will give us a lot of relief. It will ensure that we will have a very close substitute to boys who are already in camp in the Black Stars. I would like to take lessons from what Uncle Benkofi said, the chairman of the GFA Technical Committee. He said we should not rush any of these local Black Stars into the main Black Stars. But like Opari also said, we can put them aside as a standby generator. So in case there's the need for them to be injected into the main team, then we can do so easily without having to go fishing.
Opari, are we winning this evening?
Kwame, yes, we have to win.
Are we winning? I didn't say we have to
yes
win.
Or no.
Yes.
Are we winning? Yes or no?
Yes.
Vim.
You see, Kwame, sometimes I don't want to sound so very much optimistic because
you are not optimistic. That's the bottom line.
Anything can happen in football. You understand? I
From
want.
what you have seen of our team, can we win?
Yes, from what I have seen of our team, we will win. But it then depends on if the players will be able to reproduce the same kind of play, enthusiasm, fighting spirit, determination, all of that in today's game. The Libyans will not come into today's game with that amount of physical play. No, they don't do that. They play good football, entertaining football. So if we want to win, then it means that Maxwell Kunedu will have to come up with a more better strategy to overcome the Libyans. And I know Maswe Kunedu, like Benedict did say, I've monitored him for a very long period. He's a very calm person. He knows every little bit of every player that he trains. His training, it's so good that he doesn't allow you to go out there messing up. You only have to do as he says. We'll get into the games.
So we are winning. Yes, we are winning. Okay, so we are winning later this evening in Cape Town. Uncle Dims has already told me we are winning, so I'm not even going to ask him whether we are going to be winning or not. But let's digress a bit and do a brief stuff on boxing as Ghana stands the opportunity of winning yet another world title later this evening in Monte Carlo. Ghana's Usmanu Adama goes into a bout against Kazakh boxer and WBA middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin. Now, Usmanu Adama has been speaking ahead of this bout. Let's have a listen to Usmanu Adama.
You know, I'm preparing for this fight, and this is what I've been training for. I can say I've been training. I was born for. I started boxing when I was young, so I'm ready to fight anybody in the world, and this is the time to fight Golovkin.
If you can judge his previous opponents, the guys who was fighting, if you can rank yourself among the guys he fought up to now, would you say you are better, you are a different style? Please rank the fighters and tell me why it will be different with you.
It's going to be a lot different because most of the fighters he fought, they are not speed like the way I speed. You know, I know he fought.
So it's about speed versus Golovkin.
It's about the speed and power. It's about the speed and power. He feels power. I also feel like I'm a strong boxer. I'm a power boxer too. I'm a very strong fighter. If I with good fighters, I also feel like I fight with the good fighters.
Watching Golovkin, what do you see? What you can use to your advantage?
I used to watch his fight when he's fighting anybody's fight. I used to watch it, but I don't watch his previous fight to say I'm learning something. I can learn something from him. I have to learn something from mindset. I'm learning to get better. I'm not learning for something from nobody.
This is a very important fight, not only for you, but to the whole country. I know you're going to go with Ike Cortez. This is a special moment for you guys, for the country of Ghana. This is a special promotion. If you can tell something about the pride of the African fighters.
You know, all Africans are willing for me to, win this fight, and inshallah, I'm going to win this fight. This fight is mine, and especially I thank God that all my supporters coming, a lot of supporters coming from Ghana to Monte Carlo, especially Ike Cortez. It's going to be privileged. It's going to be so nice to have my world champion from Africa to, beside me to come to the fight.
Is Gennady Golovkin the best middleweight fighter in the world?
Oh, I can't say he's the best fighter. Where everybody tries to be best for himself. If we try to fight, there's the best boxers. If you want to be the best, you have to fight the best. He's the best in middleweight. He's the best. He's best up and coming middleweight. I also feel like I'm the best. Everybody feel like he's the best in boxing.
If the critics are gonna say, okay, Usmanu got a couple of losses on his start, he lost a couple of fights. Gennady is undefeated. Let's say, what was your best fight up to now?
My best fight up to now when I fought Donovan George, when I first time came to America when I first fought Donovan George for the super middleweight, that was my toughest fight, I feel like I've done. I haven't fought Golovkin yet, so my previous is when I fought Donovan George was my, toughest fight.
So that was Ghana's Usmanu Adama. Let's have a lesson to Gennady Golovkin as he also prepares for this crucial bout.
You are very, very privileged. Saturday night, I can tell you that you are watching arguably the most exciting fighter on the planet today.
2013 for us, for the GGG team, was a very good year. We had 4 fights, 4 big knockouts.
The Monte Carlo Super $4 million. Here we are once again. It's a sold-out show. It's being shown live to over 200 countries.
I think that the world has taken notice of who this young man is, and that's what we're aiming for. The difference between 2013 March last year when we fought Ishida here is that we've had several training camps since then, and the progress has been dramatic in his improvement. So he's a much better fighter today. I think what makes him better is that we've been able to work on particular things that we needed to improve on. Patience, distance, not looking for one shot. There's a lot of things that develop in time when you're sparring, when you're training, and when you're trying to work on specific things in the gym.
So I must tell you a little bit more about Emmanuel Dwomoh. As he said, it's a fantastic opportunity for him to challenge boxing's best. He said he began training a long time ago back in Chicago. After 12 years as a professional, Dwomoh's Monte Carlo debut represents the biggest fight of his career.
Thank you, everybody, for coming here and take over the promotion and thank everybody in Monaco. I'm very confident. Anytime I step in the ring, if I'm not confident, I will never step in the ring. This is my job, and I'm come to take it.
We just give a lot of credit to Adama for accepting the challenge. We went through a lot of names, and there was never a question when I spoke to Cynthia as far as them accepting the fight. So we really have a lot of respect for them, and we're looking forward to a great fight on Saturday night.
Thank you very much. Good evening for everybody. Good to see you, my friends. Now, first, thank you very much for promotions. Thank you very much for Monte Carlo, for Monaco. Thank you very much for sponsors. It's a great idea for everybody, for sport, for box, for fans. Second, I know my opponent. It's a very difficult fight for us, just because we have a lot of time for great show, for great fight. I respect my opponent. Thank you very much for team. Thank you for everybody. I'm happy to be here.
WBA IBO middleweight world title 12 rounds.
So that's the big bouts that will be coming up later this evening in Monte Carlo. Is Ghana's Usman Wadama, who is up against Gennady Golovkin. The phone lines are activated now. The numbers are going to be on your screen pretty shortly. Is Ghana winning later this evening? And is Usman Wadama also going to make us proud in Monte Carlo? That number should be on the screen right about now. You can call in and share your views and thoughts with us. The number should be on your screen right about now, 0302211705 or 0302211706. If I could have the number on the screen so that my viewers can call and share their thoughts on the issues that we are discussing. Thus, let me go to the line and speak to Justice. Justice, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well, what do you have to tell us this morning?
I just want to wish the local Black Stars all the best. I just want to wish the local Black Stars all the best of luck for this evening's encounter. That may the Almighty God grant them success. They will keep their composure as they did against Nigeria, and by God's grace, they will make it.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over to the lines again and speak to Abdullah. Abdullah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this evening Ghana will win against Libya.
You think we are winning this evening?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Gideon, can you speak to us?
Good morning, Kwame.
Yeah, Gideon, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say that the Stars are going to. I want to say that the Stars are going to win the game today. Let's support them with our prayers. And secondly, the league is resuming this next week, Wednesday. I want the confirmation. The Ghana Premier League.
I'll give you that before the end of the program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Well, the number is on your screen, 0302 211-705 or 03. I wish the other number could also be added. 0302-211-706. Osman, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Osman, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Osman, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I will Ghana today.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you. Do I have another caller? Well, the numbers are on your screen. You can call us at this point, 0302. Well, if my director could just check the numbers again, it's supposed to be 0302-211 and not 0302-2211. Jacob, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Please go ahead.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
Yes, Ghana is winning by 2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
Okay, we'll hope it comes to pass.
Thank you.
Thank you, too. Do I have a caller on the line? Well, I don't at this point, but the numbers are still on your screen. You can call and predict and give your best wishes to the Black Stars as they go into action later this evening. Those are the numbers on your screen, 0302-211-705 or 0302-211-706. Kobe in Apam, good morning.
Good morning.
Please go ahead.
Good morning.
Kobe, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to your panel. You guys are really doing well. Yeah, I'm predicting 1-0. 1-0 today.
1-0 for Ghana.
Yeah, 1-0 for Ghana. 1-0 for Ghana.
Okay, we hope that would come to pass and Ghana would win later today. If you also want to chip in with your call. Raman in Akosombo, good morning.
Good morning, please, Kwame. How is it?
We thank God for grace, my brother.
I just called to wish the local blaster a best of luck. And I pray to the Almighty to let us carry the beat. And inshallah, I'm sure God will surely give it to us.
Thank you very much. Let me go and speak to Michael. Michael, good morning.
Good morning.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm predicting Ghana is winning 2-1.
Ghana winning 2-1.
Yes.
Okay, we hope that all these predictions will come to pass. You can also chip in your call. The numbers are on your screen and go ahead to predict the outcome of this game on 0302-211-705. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning.
Please go ahead.
I'm predicting Ghana winning by a goal to 0.
Ghana winning by a goal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Isaac. And you can also predict. I'm sure a lot of you would want to have your say on this final game between Ghana and Libya. The number is on your screen. Let me go to the phone lines again and speak to Zikora. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please go ahead with your comments.
Please, I want you to ask your panelists which part of the game that Coach lacks.
Okay, that's a technical one. So I'll pose that to Uncle James. Hopefully he can help us with that answer. Thank you. Do I have another caller? Well, I'm sure if we do get another caller, would pick you before we have about 8 minutes to check out of here. Keep the calls coming and share your views and thoughts with us as we go into one of our biggest games in recent times. The last time the Black Stars were in any kind of final was in 2010 when we got to the final in Angola and lost out to the Egyptians. Let me go over to the phone lines again. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Gamali.
Gamali?
I'm calling from Spinters Road.
Gamali, like here.
Yes, follow.
Please go ahead.
Yes, follow.
Go ahead, my brother.
I made Jiruga 2-0. Today we are going to win the match 2-0.
Okay, thank you. Let me go over to speak to Rahim. Rahim, good morning. Oh, I lost Rahim there. But Rahim, you can try and call back and hopefully we'll get to speak to you before the end of the program. We have about 7 minutes to check out of you. Uncle James, a lot of people confident that Ghana would win today.
Yes, history is going to be made starting from 20 hours GMT today. The boys are well sacked up. Unlike in the past, when you see the officials going there late, now they went as early as possible. So they've been with them. And two, I saw signs of this victory, although I was very pessimistic when I watched the 2 matches of the Chan and Kumasi and Accra. But when I saw the organizational skills by Mr. Crency, the local organizing committee for the WAFU, I said Ghana has come of age in football administration. Before we said that we played very well, but we were cheated.
Let me go over to the phone lines and speak to Eugene in Upper West. Eugene, good morning.
Yeah, I think Ghana will win 2-0.
Okay, is this the Eugene I know?
Hello?
Yeah, is this the Eugene I know?
No, really, this is my best time.
Oh, okay.
No, this is my best time.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let me go and speak to Nicholas. Okay, thank you. Let me go and speak to Nicholas. Nicholas, good morning. Nicholas, good morning. Unfortunately, we lost Nicholas there, but you have about 6 minutes to chip in your call before we get out of here. The numbers are on your screen, and I'll be very glad to have a listen to your thoughts ahead of that final later this evening. And of course, the boxing, Usmanu Adama is going to be up against Gennady Golovkin. Let me go over to the phone lines again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Good.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Ejmaku Bisiansi.
Okay, please go ahead.
Ghana will win 1-0.
Ghana win 1-0.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me speak to James in Trifupraso. James, good morning.
Hello. Morning. Ghana is going to win by 2 goals to 0 tomorrow.
Ghana will win.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, James.
Thank you.
And may your prediction come to pass. Everybody predicting Ghana is winning. Let me go back to the phone lines again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Speak like a man. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is George. I'm calling from Kwame.
George.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, Ghana is going to win by 2 goals to 1 today.
2 goals to 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, fine morning.
Your name, please.
This is Maxi calling from Somania.
Maxim, please go ahead.
Yeah, Maxi.
Oh, Maxi.
Yeah, I'm predicting to win. Hello.
Yeah, Maxi, I can hear you.
I can't speak the language, please.
Oh, shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah, it's not unfortunate.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
That's great. Yeah, I'm predicting to win for Ghana.
2-1 for Ghana.
2 goals to 0.
Okay, my brother in Koforidia, good morning. George.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
George, I'm doing well, and you?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm fine.
George, please go ahead.
Yes, we know that the Libyans are a very good side. They play a skillful game. Anybody who watched our first game with them will attest to the fact that they are not a cheap team at all. So I'm surprised that everybody is calling and saying that we are winning 2-0 or 3-0. They are a very dangerous side, coached by Mr. Clemente from Spain, a very good tactician. We should adopt a very strategic approach to this game because they are fast and skillful. So our defenders should be very alert. And 2, I want Kwesi Appiah to go and stay in Portugal, learn the Portuguese language, learn how they play their football and skill, and later go to Germany and do the same. With this in mind, he's waging a psychological warfare on the Germans and the Portuguese. If he's able to do that, we can easily beat them during the World Cup.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Chief Praso again and speak to Amwa. Amwa, good morning.
morning.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, Ghana will win by 4 goals to 2 with penalties.
4-2 with penalties, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Unfortunately, I can't pick any more calls. I'll come back to the studio now and take the final words from my guests. Opare, almost everyone saying that Ghana would get a win later today.
Yeah, Kwame, I think I agree with the last but one caller that Libya, we should be very, very, very careful. The players should not feel that because we went past Nigeria, it will be easy against Libya. No, it will certainly be a tough game. Probably
this was a Libyan game against Congo, I recall.
Probably tougher than the game against Nigeria because this is a final match. You have to give your all because that is the final. That's the ultimate stage that you can get to. They have a very good coach, like the guy did say, but we also have a very calm, young, energetic coach who has been progressing gradually. Everything that he does in terms of coaching goes in the appropriate direction for him, and it is helping Ghana a lot. We only have to go into this game with much more determination than we did against Nigeria, and certainly to go well.
We are winning, yes. Uncle James.
Sure, we have to overwhelm Clemente numerically in the midfield. That's what you have to do, so to prevent the supplies to their strikers. And 2, I wish Osmanu Adama the best of luck. We have been starved of a world title for a long time. And it's not only for Ghana, for the whole Africa. And 2, Osmanu is a successful Olympian. And he has been staying in Canada and he migrated to US, and he has sort of imbibed the culture of boxing. I wish him the best of luck.
We wish Osmanu Adama the best of luck in his fight against Gennady Golovkin later this evening. And of course, for the Black Stars, we also wish them well in their game against Libya. God see us through these 2 very, very important disciplines for Ghana later this evening. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.